Hi crafty cuties, hope you guys are doing lovely. Today I am going to do an update on a couple of the challenges I was doing in my bullet journal, and I'm actually going to do kind of a quick flip through so you can see what my journal looks like at the end of the month. July was the first month that I had used this particular journal, so let's just open up and get right in. Real quick, before we hop right in, I want to mention that this is a collab with Jessica from ISCAHSTAR, and she will also be doing a bullet journal flip through. She will be talking about the gratitude challenge that her and I both participated in, and she will be showing you some of her brush lettering. So this will be her first video on bullet journaling. Be sure to check out her video after mine is done, and I will have a link down below and on the screen for you guys. So now let's hop right in. I do need to update my index here. I have not kept up on that. I guess I just don't find it to be super important. And then I haven't really added anything to my yearly goals, maybe since the last time I had shown this. And this is a layout that I really want to work on, which is a reading log. I have not read anything in this month. I wrote down 2 books that I got and that I want to start reading, which is Wild and then Eat, Pray, Love. And I have not started those, so I really hope that in August I will take advantage of using this log and having it help me kind of stay motivated and organized through reading. Wild is the one that I really want to read. So my gratitude monthly challenge has gone well. I have wrote down something every single day. So today's the 28th, so we're almost at the end, but I wanted to get this filmed before the end of the month. And I love this. This was something that I would wake up and write down my grateful moment, and I really liked starting my day like that. Next time I will absolutely give myself more room. This was not really enough room to write down what I wanted, but I wanted to have just enough room to write something so that I wouldn't feel too overwhelmed. But for next month I will definitely give myself more space and maybe write some more. So I loved doing this energy, mood, mind, and soul tracker and habit tracker. I loved it so much. There were a few things that I noticed I didn't really find too important, and I'm so sorry, the sun is changing as I'm filming this, but I will be doing a video that's going to go a lot more in depth as to what my graph means. You may have seen graph like this before, but I just wanted to share with you. I think I will film an entire video where I create the layout with you, and then I can explain it exactly, my thinking process and all of that. But I enjoyed this. It was easy to keep up with, and it was really nice to look at today when I was just kind of looking over and seeing if I could find like any correlations to different things. And to be honest, I couldn't find a whole lot that I was like, oh, that's a definite thing that correlates with this or that. I didn't see too much of that, but I think that if I continue doing this, I will. So be on the lookout for a video where I will go over that. Now my monthly month at a glance, I guess, I did not really use it too much. I mean, I did write down a few different things that were happening during the month, but I found that I didn't really need this because I do use my planner, and that's where I would keep everything. So I found this a little redundant for me because I don't use my bullet journal as my planner. So I probably won't include that for August. And then same month at a glance, I just started writing down some things that I had to do during the month, but I didn't really find this page to be necessary. I do like having weekly layouts, but not every week. Just when I feel like it, just when I think I have enough going on that I want to write things down, so that was okay. I have like YouTube video ideas, projects and challenges. I didn't really write too much about this. So this is probably what I really wanted to share with you guys, not probably, but do. And this is my low by July. I loved doing this, you guys. I was not perfect at my low by, but that was not really the point of me doing this. The point was so that I could be more aware and conscious of the spending that I have going on. This is basically Hans and my spending together, and it was really great to see where I was overspending, where we did good, and just writing things down just made me so much more aware of what I was doing and where I was overspending. I felt like coffee was sort of a hard one for me because I like buying coffee a lot. I did really well though. I did much better, and I wish there was a way for me to kind of compare to last month because I know that there is a huge difference. I did not stop buying coffee, but I did not buy coffee a lot. So I ended up making a graph, and again, we are not at the very end of the month, we are just a few days before, but I wanted to get kind of an idea going so you guys could see what I'm going to do after the next couple days pass. And that is creating just a little circle graph. So basically what I did was I went through and added up my total. Now just know that this is going to be, this includes anything that is spent that is not a bill or not gas. So this does include groceries and house supplies and, you know, coffee or things like going to the craft store or toys. It includes every single thing besides a bill or gas. So I take that total and then I divide it into, I ended up doing 3 categories. So one was kind of necessary is what I called it, although sometimes the necessary would include going to Panda Express for dinner, when really Panda Express is not necessary, but it's food, so you get what I'm saying. So food, clothes, house supplies, things that go in that category. So 68% of what we spent was in that category, which honestly I did not think it was going to be that huge of a percentage, and that made me really, really happy. I would love to have that percentage be bigger though. So that's what we'll work on for next month. 17% is things that are not exactly necessary, but not an impulse buy, if that makes sense. So things that I needed for an order, or repurchasing something like glue, or going on an activity. Like one day we went down to our farmer's market and spent some money on little goodies down there. So things like that. 14%, I call that my impulse section. So that's going to say I go to Michael's and I went for glue, but I ended up buying a paper pad too. It's going to include those types of things. It's going to include coffee, and I don't mean like from the grocery store, but you know, buying coffee at a coffee shop, Dutch Bros, things like that. So 14%, and I was honestly not too unhappy about that total. So I will work on it and be more aware for the next month, but that's how the low buy tracker goes. And then let's see. Oh, okay, so this was just me organizing a video. And so basically the rest is kind of the same as what you just saw. So one of the weeks I just did a little journal entry. And this was another weekly layout, but a really, really small one and simple. Let's see. Now, to be honest, what I've used the rest of my journal for, or what I have found that I really like using it for, is making lists. So, like, I just had a new release and I was listing some things that I would have in it. And things like doodling. This is a weekly layout that I did a plan with me video on it, so you guys may have seen that. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see. I'm not trying to hide anything, but at the same time, I did some really funny doodling. I'll just show you anyways. There's someone on a company called Love Cynthia, and she had a little girl eating a watermelon, and I just wanted to try to draw it. And I know it's really funny, but you know, and I'm not a good cursive brush script writer, but I'm practicing. Yeah, these are video ideas and drawing that little girl again. But I've done a lot of doodling. That's kind of what I am turning this journal into. Will just be a ton of doodling and lists. Definitely the direction that I want to go with in here. And then I will also have just a few challenges and trackers. I'm going to keep the gratitude challenge, and I'm going to keep up the mood tracker. Oh, and I will do the low buy monthly challenge, or whatever you want to call it. So those are the few things that I will keep in this journal. I do have a brand new bullet journal where I will probably eventually start in, but I already have a good chunk of my stuff in this journal, so I will just keep up for this now. And this is probably what my weekly layouts will end up looking like. probably not a typical layout, but I have a planner that I use, and so I just don't find it necessary to write down every single thing. But I do always love having an ongoing to-do list, so that's basically what my layouts are going to look like. So there's probably no sense in me doing like weekly plan with me videos, but I'll always keep you guys updated. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I got going on. I have a page here, shared inspiration. I'm going to be keeping track when you guys send me inspiration photos and things like that, because I didn't have a good system before. I would just take a screenshot, and I want to be able to keep track of those so I can share them in my monthly Craves videos. And my friend Jessica on ISCAHSTAR is also really into bullet journaling, and she is going to have her first video up really soon, I believe. So I would love for you to go check her out, guys. Her and I were kind of working on the gratitude challenge together, kind of reminding each other, and I don't honestly know if she ended up doing it for the full month, but I know that she really loves bullet journaling, and she's also freaking amazing with brush lettering. So I'm guessing she may be doing some of that in her journal. But yeah, if you are into bullet journaling and you want to go check out another channel that is into it, I will have her channel linked on the screen here and down below. And I will talk to you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.